new Conservatives, the old Conservatives, the really conservative Conservatives, the ultra-conservative Conservatives, the not that conservative Conservatives, the One Nation Conservatives, the European Research Group, the COVID Research Group, the Red Wall Research Group, the Conservatives. I could go on. There'll be 175 separate groups within the Conservative Party, all of which have a very important leader and a very important deputy leader. And that would leave nobody. That would actually take up everybody. Every single member of the Parliamentary Conservative Party would then have a very important role. It struck me yesterday, and it struck Rory Bremner as well, who tweeted about it much more wittily than I will manage to convey to you. But it struck me yesterday, there's so many groups now. I don't even know what they disagree with each other about. There's so many different groups within the Conservative Party that you sort of wonder whether you can call it a party at all in any traditional sense. Let me just remind you. The problem is, I just made some up. I can't remember which ones I made up. I'm turning into Rishi Sunak. I can't remember which ones I made up and which ones are actually real. Can you? If I said a list of factions within the current Conservative Party, would you be confident that you would be able to remember which ones were real and which ones were not? The ERG, the NRG. I thought NRG was a form of dance music. I mean, there might be a Conservatives Grope Group. All of the suspended MPs were back in the House of Commons yesterday. Not even Tories anymore, but they were so desperate for votes they allowed them to pass through the lobby, including the fella that was done for flashing not long ago, the rather infelicitously named Peter Bone. He's there. The One Nation Group and the People's Front of Judea. I think the last one is made up. This is Rory Bremner's tweet from last night. He wrote FFS. I do know what that stands for, but I can't tell you. Ofcom will be cross. There are now at least 6 Tory parties. ERG, NRG, Common Sense Group, New Conservatives, Conservative Growth Group, One Nation Group and the People's Front of Judea. And policy is being made up simply to keep them happy. And Rory Bremner wonders, wouldn't it be better to send them to Rwanda? I did indeed, thank you for that. I forgot the Popular Conservative Front. There is, of course, also the Popular Conservative Front. And all of this is a scenario over which Rishi Sunak, the breath of fresh air, the man who promised to bring back... I mean, goodness me, you almost feel sorry for people like Rory Bremner at times like this. How the hell do you do satire when this is reality? Because I caught myself then. I was about to say to you, Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister who promised to restore professionalism, accountability and integrity, now presides over a party that can't even lace its own shoes. Professionalism, accountability and integrity.